Hello everyone, my name is Dean. Today I'll be sharing out some of my top picks for this week watch list on the trading list. So I hope everyone have a great weekend and have enough rest for upcoming trades. So let's have a few recaps on our previous analysis that was shared by me on the last week. So at here on the GJ, we are looking on 4 hourly. We clearly see that on our previous analysis we say that the price have a simple break and retest strategy. So what you can see here is the price on the 4 hourly, this red big candle over here, managed to close on the minor support and have few retests before heaving downwards. This is a heavy bear momentum that created on the last week. As you can see here, price managed to have a first touch, second touch and third touch, and then it started to fall about almost 280 pips in a single week. So this is a very great successful trade. So I took my TP almost around here, is almost around 230 pips. So as you can see here, actually what I'm speculating right now is on the daily chart. Obviously we can see here daily, we can see here is a great line up on the uptrend, follow up with a series of higher high and higher low. As you can see here, here's the first low, and then we created a higher high, and then here we created a higher low and higher high and higher low. So price may not have touched the uptrend line, and maybe today on the Asian section, on the Asia session, price already have a slightly retracement on the counter trend line. So as you can see, if you break down in the smaller time frame, what we can observe here is that price have been have a small gap and then already starting to rally up a bit. So but what I'm actually looking for this trade is I put a buy over here in the morning. So I'm hopefully that the price may retouch the trend line again, or maybe even break out from this trend line, from this counter trend line, and then head towards to one of our major resistance on the weekly, which is 149.300. As you can see here, I already mark at my initial target. But let's say if the price did not manage to break through the trend line, the counter trend line, we might have bear momentum coming in, follow up with the Fibonacci. As you can see here, we will take the first swing high and the next swing low. So price may have not may retrace to 61.8 or 78.6. Right after the first tap or second tap, price may come down heavily bearish momentum again, and even maybe will break the daily trend line, as we have a strong fundamental news that is gonna release on the 29th of March, which is the Brexit. So I'm actually very cautious about this trade. But as for now, I'm still gonna hold my position as long, and hopefully met one of my target to 61.8 or 78.6. So this is for GJ, and let's go to I wouldn't go for Euro USD, AUD USD and UCAP, because these three pairs for the price action is actually very choppy, and I wouldn't go for it, and they won't interest me for this week of trade. So I will go on to the next trade, which is GA. This is the one of my best tradings pair that I ever trade all over the years. So as you can see here, as mentioned before on the previous last week analysis, we have GBP AUD slightly retraced from the psychology level at 1.8728. As you can see here on the daily closure, price did not manage to break, and on the smaller time frame H4 H1, price may have a little spike up, and then on the daily candle it managed to close back below the psychology level. As mentioned in the group, we may have give a tips on GBP AUD after the following this candle close right back below the psychology level. We have a short trade at over here on the retest on the minor resistance over here. So this is one of the key level that you should mark on your charts. So we enter a short position here and manage to collect about 160 pips. It's actually is 280 pips, but when you convert back to US dollar, it's around 150 pips. So managed to take profit again. So right now actually I'm looking for a slightly retracement after a long bearish momentum. So always, guys, remember to use Fibonacci. There's always you need to use Fibonacci when the price already started to have like a slow momentum on the previous trend. So let's say on this short-term trend, we have a downtrend, and then if you look back on the small time frame, which is hourly, you can see that price already may have slowed down for the continued bearish momentum which happens on the last week Friday. So right now I'm taking this opportunity, drawing the next Fibonacci, okay, to the first impulsive candle to the next swing low. So we have a swing low over here. Okay, what I'm gonna do here is very simple: take from the spike and then draw the counter trend line. Because overall this overall this is a daily uptrend. Don't forget, overall is still an uptrend. Price may let's say worst case scenario. Okay, let's go back to the smaller time frame first. So on the smaller time frame, I'm hoping for a price to I'm looking for the price to have a slightly retrace to one of the level, which is 61.8 or 50% before continued downward momentum, to align with our daily structure, which is an uptrend. Alright, price need to touch here again before spiking even higher and break one of the psychology level. Or because of Brexit fundamental news, price may have just break below this daily downtrend line that been holding for months. So this is one of the very criteria trades. So you can do two scenarios here. Either you can enter on buy over at this position, have a stop loss around here, and TP target will be at the Fibonacci 61.8, or you can just wait for the price to come down to the daily uptrend line and see what price action might occur over there. So that's for my GJ, and let's move on to the gold. Okay, as you can see, gold, as posted again on last week analysis, we have a breakout structure, which is here. Price may consolidated for quite some time and managed to break out before the NFP on last week Friday. So price already break out and then almost reach our target, which is 1303, as posted in the last week analysis. Actually, what am I looking right now is that I'm looking for a continued bear momentum right after the Fibonacci is finished retrace on the 61.8 or 50%. Just one moment. Alright, so price already break out from here, and then we have a Fibonacci line up. If you draw it right, like here to here, take to the next swing low. Okay, I'm looking for the target at around 50% before I continue my short position again on gold. But obviously it's not always have a best scenario that the price may retouch at 50% and then come down again. So it might come down just right now. As you can see here, there is two price action over here. We have a previous 4 hourly candle. We have a doji closure below the 38.20% on the Fibonacci. So price may have just continue again from here, the downward momentum, or for the best risk reward ratio, wait for the price to retrace up to 50% or 61.8 before continue the downward momentum and break below the 1277 for to create a new higher low. So guys, I think this is for all of my analysis. I hope everyone will take this opportunity, and please trade at your own risk, risk account. Do not overtrade. Do not trade too big, because price is just not so you know, right, price is not just so very convincing as is today is Monday. So before do any trades, please wait for a better price action or better confirmation before you begin a trade today. So that's all for me. I hope everyone is gonna have a great week, and I will keep posting about daily updates if there's any big movement on my watch list that I share out today. Thank you so much.